They're both playing.
Possibilities of freeze mage. They're both playing shaman.
Yeah. And they're also both playing warlock, and I feel like they're just both zoo decks, just because they're both so consistent at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like standard shaman. Though this hand does not seem that great at all.
Ooh, both the same kind of shaman deck too. So I don't even think this is mid-range shaman. This is both aggro shamans.
I'll try.
That's actually quite interesting. Do you actually think one of them is actually playing freeze mage? Because just because they're playing aggro shaman, I feel like playing.
Well, I'm just playing on the fact that I've seen PhoneTap in the past play it, but he probably was just playing it because it was really good at the time, and now tempo is just better.
I think
It's just wishful thinking.
The aggro shaman versus aggro shaman is really board centric. Yeah. Yeah, it's really board centric. Yeah, like removing each and every minion against this matchup is definitely the thing you need to do to actually win. Like you can't really race them in any kind of way just because both of you have the same amount of burst potential.
So Rockbiter trade double Thanatrog.
I like that.
Hope to get that. Hope to make him into 3/3s next turn with the mana wraith.
Yeah, I like that.
Flame wraith.
Yeah.
Flame.
I definitely like that. Hopefully that I think JackGibson is hopefully that PhoneTap can actually remove both of the Thanatrog with the Flame Tongue Totem as well. But we do see another Rockbiter in hand, so it's definitely not impossible.
Yeah. Choosing to do it now just so he prevents that chances that it's 2/3/3s on board. Now he only has to deal with an additional 1/3/3.
Ooh, so we do see a lava burst. So the flame face is definitely gonna come down. Trading off this Pharaoh Spirit, not bad, not bad.
Now it's actually kind of scary on the other end though.
Definitely true.
So he's probably gonna just trade off the abusive sergeant into the tunnel trog and hero power, maybe Argent because it's guaranteed. I think hero power is kind of good here because he could get taunt totem and that could be really devastating to the 7/7 that can't go into face. But he didn't pick it up, which is a bit unfortunate.
It also reduces your the thing from below as well.
Yeah, that was the other key thing I was going to jump to. It's like you kind of want that card to be cheaper every turn, so you could slide it in after killing a creature or something.
All right, bashing in for 9. I like that.
So we do see the Doomhammer and we do see the Love Burst. So yeah, they are aggro decks, and things are looking quite scary. That Doomhammer could come down this turn, and it could be huge over the next few turns. Or he could try to kill. He can actually kill the Faceless this turn with the Lava Burst. Sweet.
Yep, I definitely like that. The Lava Burst, like killing it off. Like that was the only source of damage that JackGibson actually has, and PhoneTap also has the Doomhammer and the thing for below to be played as well. Like that's a lot of damage actually coming down in the next couple of turns. And he can even use this Doomhammer to remove the thing from below. Oh man.
Yeah, some of the weaknesses of these two decks is that they don't actually play AoE, so these boards are just getting bigger and bigger.
There are certain times where they actually run Elemental Destruction. I think this week for Get Herminated, there was an aggro shaman that ran it, but he didn't really use it effectively because he actually never drew it. He actually drew it in like one of the games, but he actually never used it, which was kind of unfortunate.
So, do you take 10 here? I don't think you
I
take 10
don't
here.
really like taking 10 here, but yeah, you don't take 10 here. You're left with 5 health. The only card that you lose to is Lava Burst, and maybe like maybe if you top like Doomhammer and something else, that's actually pretty disgusting.
Okay, so this is an easy one. You see if you get Flame Tongue, you nuke the 5/5 with your Lava Burst, you smack it for 5 and say, I bet you have no way of killing my Tuskar. Hope it does more damage.
Oh, the taunt totem too. That's quite okay. It does heal your face a little bit.
Or no, since you actually drew the heal, maybe you should have actually killed the one of the 1/1s or one of the you killed the 3/4.
Oh, that's
so
true.
that you could actually heal.
That's
maybe killing off one of the 1/1s protects it a bit more, because then you still always have a 5 health minion, and then it's always going to take a Doomhammer swing. And he picks up a second Doomhammer. So not much going on here.
Would you use this Doomhammer for board control?
I think you could do that to an extent, especially since your opponent's top deck. I think you just want to and set as much damage into your opponent's face, though. Like, you need to actually beat them.
Oh boy.
In damage before they top deck it, too.
Oh boy. If Flame Wave Faceless is going to come down, the only way this 7/7 is going to do damage to the face if he picks up another damage spell just to remove this taunt. So this taunt totem is actually the lifesaver here.
We haven't seen any of his Doomhammers or an Argent Voice Rider.
It is lethal if Doomhammer comes out. Like, if he doesn't trade off this board, Doomhammer is lethal.
So he has to trade the 1/1.
Yeah.
With his 1/1.
Oh man.
Just to play around Doomhammer. Does he do it?
I think you need to.
Like, it's only one card though. The chances of him actually top decking it.
I think you have to.
So he's doing it first so he can get the healing. Oh, he's using face.
So if Doomhammer is picked up,
he's top decked.
Yeah, it's lethal.
It would be lethal.
Yeah. I would have traded the 1/1 here. Like, it does buy you another turn. Oh!
Oh, he didn't draw it.
No, that's not it.
Is there any way? Well, he doesn't die this turn.
Yeah, but then again...
So he can Lightning Bolt the 2/2 and go face for 7, then anything haste or...
Yeah.
Otherwise, just end it.
Yeah. Because then again, this 7/7 is going to last on the board for quite long, because PhoneTap can't actually afford to actually move the 7/7, but picking up the Flame Totem, he can actually afford to actually move it.
He could hero power first to get the Taunt Totem, and then trade in the Healing Totem plus the 1/1, and have a 2/2 Taunt Totem plus a 2/2 Electric or Elemental Totem.
However, a Taunt Totem is like, even if there's
he could also play Doomhammer this turn after attacking in, so he could attack in for 4 plus sorry, Skype keeps refreshing screen. Plus the 3 from the Tunnel Trog and 3, so that's an additional 10.
Yeah.
So he could do.
One thing is, he doesn't actually need to remove the 7/7. He can definitely just go face now.
Well, it doesn't matter because any damage he top deck could be game over. But this does prevent like an Argent Horse Rider from just killing him if he does kill.
Yeah,
and I don't think it changes the math at all. Except okay, so I guess he could lose 2 damage overall. He doesn't trade in the totems.
Next turn is lethal for PhoneTap though, but Doomhammer is picked up.
And that's game.
Yeah, that's
so it doesn't matter whatever you do.
Yeah. Alright, so JackGibson taking the first game of the series of the Shaman Mirror.
Yeah, right off the top. Like most aggro decks do, or most aggro Shaman decks do anyway.
So yeah, starting
Warlock
is definitely good. Just because
that pretty much guaranteed you at this point then. If you're opening like that. And yeah, as we see it is you. M-Gang Boss is actually pretty good against aggro Shaman, right?
Yeah. I would just get rid of the... Oh, okay. You decided to get
rid of it all.
Interesting.
Oh, Bran?
Bran, interesting.
Haven't seen Bran in a zoo in a while.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I haven't seen it for a long, long time. Okay.
So you did just pick up Juggler. Maybe you just go coin Juggle and then hope to get some action off the Peddler next turn, or you just go Peddler this turn?
Peddler is a little safer. It does eat one of the removals that the Shaman has in the early game.
Well, I guess now that you do the Tunnel Trog, you just use Lightning Bolt.
Yeah.
But like, if you didn't draw that, it's like, do you even have to? I'm thinking you don't. You can just attack face with your Bubble Shield, and it's like, oh, you're gonna trade your Peddler to my 1/1. Good luck with that.
Do you just life tap here? I don't think you life tap. You have to play something. Right?
No, you play the 2/1/1s. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You don't hold. You don't use the Abusive Sergeant because you might be able to trade the 1/1 into the Tunnel Trog. Doesn't look like he's gonna give him the opportunity though.
Yeah.
It's actually looking really in the favor of the.
But yeah, you can also play Brand. It is kind of a big threat. Like, it does force PhoneTap to actually try to remove it. But I definitely like playing a 2/1/1's a little bit better. Oh, like the 1/1, I mean.
Yeah. Sorry. Gotta kill those 1/1s.
Yeah.
Instead he gets nothing.
Yeah. Fair Spirit will be coming down. This will be doing a lot of damage after this Tunnel Trog.
It's gonna be huge. Yeah, I think you just trade off your 2/1/1s into his Knife Juggler and you go face for 4.
Yeah. The only way Yeah, go on.
It's gonna stick for so long, and it's gonna hurt every turn.
Knife Juggler was pretty much the only way of actually removing this threat on the board, so... Okay, Brad doing some work here with the abusive sergeant, moving one of the taunts.
Brad's gonna remove his entire hand with Doomguard next turn.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Doomguard.
Having two Doomguards in hand too, that's actually not something you want to see.
I think this is why when we saw those Zoo decks, a lot of them were taking Doomguard out and just going with like double Sea Giant and Leroy.
Yeah.
So they didn't have to worry about that. Oh, it looks like he's trading in his Teletrog to kill off the brand. Like a bit afraid. Let's see what this brand starts. Power Overwhelming and Doomguard. Leaving the Councilman hand is pretty alright.
Yeah, it's pretty alright. I would have liked the second Doomguard though.
I think you just lava bolt this, right?
Yeah, lava burst it. Yeah. Okay, Doomhammer burst. Actually, it's this is okay. I find this to be okay. Yeah, using the lightning bolt instead.
Okay. I mean, he does have the spell power totem down. Each one of those is gonna be 6 damage.
Yeah. It also allows you to develop the Doomhammer early too. It's not bad.
So 14 damage next turn possibility.
Yeah, 14 damage. I believe he's overloaded by 2. Okay, so he's only at 5. So you can't actually. Oh, 4 actually. Okay, so the Rock Biter. I would like to use it now.
That's 15 damage right now. I think you kill off the Councilman and then hit face for 5, and then you could Lava Burst for 5 or for 6. Sorry.
I feel just go full on face. He only has 5 health left.
Well,
you can follow with the Lava Burst the next turn.
Yeah, now that I think about it, like there's no way that like Forbidden Summoning could even stay from the Dark Councilman.
Yeah. Oh, there is a taunt though. Oh, luckily PhoneTap using the Rock Biter before any taunts.
Taunt doesn't matter.
Down. Yeah.
We go face. Oh jeez. That's a pretty big Councilman, smacking it for 8 this turn.
Alright.
Like, Councilman's scary. That's why I kind of wanted to kill it last turn, but then I would have been punished instantly. Definitely correct play, going face and just saying, hey, you have any way to stop just lightning bolt to face? You have a voodoo doctor off of your peddler or something?
Yeah. And if you don't get a 2-drop by removing your Gormok, you can just coin in the 2 Imp Gang bosses.
Yeah, turn 2 and turn 3. Yeah, and then follow it up with the Gormok. Because you just know you're going to have a bunch of 1/1s off those. And that's how you're going to fight your board position.
Okay, so we're going to look at the Freeze Mage. I think it's
I thought
Mage.
So.
Yeah, Freeze Mage versus the Zoo. So after Wisp of the Old Gods, Zoo actually has a higher win rate against Freeze Mage. One, because Freeze Mage doesn't have that much survivability anymore, but also Warlock is really good at rejuvenating back the board, like refilling back the board up with the Forbidden Rituals. So yeah, so this is actually a pretty close kind of match, I believe.
I really like the Freeze Mage's hand. It just completely shuts down every creature that comes out every turn. Like here goes Knife Juggler. You're just like, Crossbolt, pass. And then when Imp King boss comes out, you're like, I don't really care about that. That's just 2 damage a turn. I'm just gonna draw a bunch of cards and draw into my Doomsayers and clear that way.
Alright, Imp King boss is going to be coming down as predicted on curve. So I would like to see Arcade Intellect here.
Yeah, there's one of the pieces. Where's my Doomsayer? Emperor's pretty good. That's like a good follow-up, but he has 2 turns before he even wants to bother playing the Doomsayer. So he has multiple chances to get into it. I think you need to start rushing down the Zoo player as fast as possible.
Yeah, and also JackGibson is thinking of using playing the Brand this turn too. I actually wouldn't mind playing the Brand this turn. You can actually follow the Defender Argent the following turn just to push a lot of damage.
Yeah, and it is an immediate threat against the Mage player because
has potential threat with like Argus and Abusive Sergeant do lots of damage, right?
So this Novice Engineer is gonna be gonna be pretty interesting. Oh, he actually drew the Luda Hoarder.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so what I kind of had problems with is that like, okay, now Argus now, and then put the Wolf into the 1/1, and then Imp Gang into the 2/2, or you could actually just protect. Oh, he's gonna choose to go Brand. So he's gonna give that window where he could actually use the lose a Dire Wolf Alpha to hero power.
It does. Yeah. I don't see an Ice Block, or I would have developed that first, but Ice Bear is definitely not bad.
Well, Ice Bear this turn, it doesn't just heal you for 8, it allows you to kill off the 2/1, which was basically dealing 4 damage, not just the 2 damage, because it pumped the 2 other creatures. So you're not just gaining 8, you're also preventing 4, so you just saved yourself 12 points of damage next turn, or over the next few turns.
Alright, we are seeing the Argus coming down. So this is gonna play a little bit around Flame Strike, but definitely not too much. But At least the brand lives, right? So.
I'm not even sure that deck runs.
Oh, Flame Strike. It doesn't run
Flame Strike. They don't always run Flame Strike anymore.
Interesting. So I guess they rely on something like double.
That try to win the game off of like Evolve, Bolt, which is just give you 2 extra spell power, so you could OTK your opponents.
We can actually see a lot of damage coming from JackGibson here with the Gormok, with the brand effect going to the face for 8.
Yeah, 8.
And actually, then 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 16 points of damage.
Dang, that was a lot of damage. I wonder if he...
Or you can actually try removing this board, but I definitely like definitely like drawing first with the okay, developing Ice Berry is actually not bad too. It does. Yeah,
he's choosing to kill the brand now. I mean, he's getting really close to just killing his opponent. Like, I wonder if he could have just drawn first to see.
Yeah. By another turn.
He has the Frostbolt too. Wait, could he actually? Okay, so it costs 8 damage.
Yeah,
with the current cast in his hand.
Yeah, he needed 8 mana, so this is actually lethal.
LOL at Bran, making him discard 4 cards.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and he knew there was no way he was dying that turn. Yeah, he has lethal in hand.
Yeah.
He has 23.
Yeah.
What?
What? Don't play the Alexstrasza. You have lethal.
Yeah. He probably just recounted. He's like, oh wait a minute, those 2 Ice Lances are free, and these Fireballs only cost 3 mana. I just happen to have exactly 23 damage in hand.
Alright. Freeze Mage making a pretty good comeback. Like, although it's not as strong as before, but definitely showing its power and still being played viably. Like, I would probably only play this kind of deck in like a Conquest of Ban format just so I can remove the classes that are lineup that PhoneTap was actually playing, like the Warlock and Shaman lineup. They're a little bit more aggressive, but Tempo and Warrior definitely are very good against those decks too. So overall, Warrior is a pretty good ban. Okay, so we're going to see a Zoo versus Zoo matchup. Pretty decent hand from PhoneTap's side, removing all the very heavy drops from JackGibson, and also a pretty good hand too. Can coin in double, like to play Dark Peddler, like coin in to play Dark Peddler, and then following up it once again.
Might be weak. Might see what Joust into.
Like
if he just coins Dark Peddler there, then that abusive Argent would have like punished him really hard. Now he's just losing. He's just losing his 1-drop to half of another 1-drop, but that Flame Imp would have been a way better turn 1 play if he drew that the previous turn.
Alright, so yeah, you're definitely Dark Peddler here. There's also a possibility that he might Darkshire, like going
Councilman at this point though.
Forbidden Ritual playing right off the top.
Yeah, it's really good here. So much value.
Yeah. He can also combo with the Dark Iron Dwarf that he has enhanced the following turn as well, if he really wants to. Alright, so
Zoo does not have a lot of answers to a bunch of 1/1s besides slowly trading all their creatures into those 1/1s. If PhoneTap had a Direwolf Alpha right now, he would have been so happy.
Yeah.
He might actually just ignore the Councilman this turn and just go face. Let his opponent build up the board first. So we're probably going to see like Argus come down this turn. Argus could be good. The Void Color. Yeah?
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
So it's like, oh, okay, so we have the same board position except you're minus the Void Color. Or Void Walker, sorry. I miss Void Color. All of his creatures are likely just to go face, except... Wait, definitely better just to trade off all the 1/1s, right?
Yeah, I definitely feel that's a better play here.
Yeah, so you just pop up your Councilman and go face for 10. Don't take my greedy play and go face for the additional 4. Don't give him any windows to kill that Dark Iron Dwarf. Could be on time, I guess. Looking for another Soulfire, maybe Power Whelming or something.
Yeah.
So his board's getting...
Oh, Corruption is pretty good.
Can't play it this turn though, so it's just always slower.
Yeah, but the Void Walkers definitely allow him time to actually let the Corruption kind of seep into these creatures.
Brand has not been performing well in this Zoo deck.
I feel it's a little slow compared to all the cards that you could play in other Zoo decks.
Yeah, I think the reason why it was better in the previous decks is because a lot of the minions were just way more stickier, so you almost always just puppet creatures for value trade.
Yep.
Or
You have
value.
cards like Nerubian Ink that gives you a lot of value, and even Honda Creeper itself too. So comboing like Abusive Sergeant to these kind of sticker creatures is a lot better in my opinion.
Yeah.
But nowadays you don't need to.
The Imp Gang boss.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're gonna see his Imp Gang boss still trade because it's gonna pump the Councilman. Oh wait, is he just gonna go face with it?
Is
yeah.
this lethal?
Yeah, it's lethal. That's a yeah. So it looks like we're gonna get PhoneTap in the finals.
Yep. So it's PhoneTap versus.
Uh.
Let me check real quick.